rice earlier, but you know, sometimes you eat food that got a little grease in it and they come out of your skin. Hey, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. One momento. Give me one moment, family. Y'all, I called my brother, who is an ordained minister, and asked him what he thought about the red heifers about to be sacrificed. He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, you know, the ones from the Bible with the tribulation." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." Then he started trying to act like he was asleep. You was not asleep. You was wide awake. What it is you stunned, brother, just like I was, and I knew they was over there. Mm-hmm. No, I didn't come in here without my other eyes. Hold on. I ain't got water, coffee, nothing. Doing bad. Hold on, y'all. Let me find the oh, there they go. These glasses be everywhere. And this is what I used to whoop my daughter for. Look at me doing the same thing. Woo. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I ain't got no coffee, but that's okay. They bringing my creamer right now, so it's all right. I'm back. It's a crazy day today. Hello. We back, Dave, because girl, stuff is getting a little bit spookier by the moment. Don't y'all think or no? Hi, Toya. You're in France working for a week? Look at all the old stuff and take pictures, please. And then email me every bit of it. Go to all the old places, look up all the mythology you can while you there, please. Take pictures while y'all driving by. I don't know what you do, but pretty darn cool. Y'all twins in France. Didn't I tell y'all God be giving me feelers all around this place? And two, he gave me family members that's gonna leave because he know I'm like the chick on Nim's Island. If you ever seen it, you know. Y'all ever watching Nim's Island with the children? Anybody ever watching Nim's Island with the children? They have a lot of tunnels down there. Yeah. Who remembers? Y'all probably don't even remember the story. Do y'all remember where Pentagrel and what's the name was? It's a shame I can't find my books. I can't even see the other ones that's back here. I can't even see the other ones that's back here. You just had this book in your hands? Gargantua and Pentagrel? I don't let people in my life. Sorry. There'll be no arguing and crazy talk over here. You don't want to be in my life at all. What? Okay, so let me see. I'm just gonna read this to y'all. It's the weirdos is out, honey. I'm trying to find the specific thing. Hi, Pumpkin. Your sister was in here earlier. My other baby. What's wrong with the crazies? Is Queen in here? Queen? Melissa T, everybody. Sarah, I'm wearing your hoodie. We got a new one coming out, and I know y'all gonna like this one. Because I know my people's. What does my, it says a sorority. This is WOIU. This our hoodie. We outside International University. The only collegiate stuff I'm wearing is the school I go to, which is this one. Listen. Yeah, this our hoodie. We outside International University. Yeah, this our stuff, honey. So when you go, you know what I'm saying? You gotta represent. We got cards, stickers, and everything. And do. Wait till this new one come out though. So the new ones aren't gonna have Trova Circle on the arm anymore. It's gonna have this. It's gonna have WOIU. So if you have the ones that got the Trova Circle on them, you better keep them because they're discontinued. We're not making them like that no more. And then some of y'all have ones that don't have the Trova Circle on them because the first ones we made didn't have that. So you better keep those too because we're not making them like that no more either. Yes. So then y'all got some exclusives. If you got in on the first two sets, then because these next ones is gonna have WOIU on the arm on all of them instead of Trova Circle, and it'll have it like somewhere little right here, and then whatever is gonna be on there. Yeah. Yep. But this just means seek and find. So that's what that means. Seeking you shall find spiritual light. So we was wearing that on our sleeve, and I believe we led a lot of people to spiritual light. Don't y'all think so? Hey, don't y'all think so? We led a lot of people to spiritual light. God used us in a dark world to lead a lot of people to some stuff they probably would have never read. You see? You see? You see how that works? India. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't, even if you just put one person on and they're reading the OTP right now, you did your part. You said I'm hooked. Listen here, it be all in there. Does she have any of the old ones? We make them custom, but we not making those no more. It's the wrap for that. No more of those are going out. That's how we gonna know what year you got here, or what year you decided to go on and commit to WOIU. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want a hoodie, we got t-shirts too. So if you're not a hoodie person or you live in a place where you wouldn't wear a hoodie, for every design you can either get a hoodie or a t-shirt. You don't have to get a hoodie. I'm just a hoodie person. And I wear a hoodie in the middle of the summer. So I always get the hoodies. I don't really ever get the t-shirts. But there's several different kinds of t-shirts. Yeah, so if you live in a warmer climate where you don't need a hoodie, yeah. So if you live in an area where it means I'm sorry, where it don't get hot and you don't need a hoodie, just get the t-shirt. Get the t-shirt. Oh, that's what I'm here and do. Y'all made me start talking about that. I'm gonna put this in. I had to go somewhere real quick though. Okay. I want it. Ah, okay. I want to read a part of the prologue to y'all. Do y'all want to hear it? It's very interesting. Who's ever heard of Gargantua? We back at it, Tiff, and is. Y'all ever heard or Gargantua? Remember in the cartoons there was a there. Hold on, y'all. That's my creamer. Give me 1 second. Oh. Now I can make me some coffee. Now I can. Okay. That was my coffee creamer. The Smurfs. And then if he was like a gorilla or something, wasn't he? Gargantua or something like that. Wasn't he? Wasn't he a orangutan or something named Gargantua? No? Yeah. Yeah. That might have been before the youngster's time. Gargamel, but Gargantua was an orangutan or something in one of the cartoons from like the 70s or 80s. Anyway, moving on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now, I ain't going to be able to pronounce all these names because some of them I believe are French. We're just moving on, okay? Okay. It says, for knowledge on Gargantua's genealogy and of the antiquity of his descent. For knowledge of Gargantua's genealogy and of the antiquity of his descent, I refer you to the great Pantagruel Chronicle, for which you will learn at greater length how the giants were born into this world, and how from them by a direct line issued Gargantua, the father of Pantagruel. Do not take it amiss, therefore, if for the moment I pass this over, though it is such an attractive subject that the more often it were gone over, the better it would please your lordships. For which fact you have the authority of Plato and his Philebus and his Gorgias and of Horace, who says that there are some things, and these are no doubt of that kind, that become more delightful with each repetition. Excuse me. Would to God that everyone had a certain knowledge of his genealogy, from Noah's Ark to this present age. I think there are many today among the emperors, kings, dukes, princes, and popes of this world whose ancestors were mere peddlers and pardons who were mere peddlers of pardons and firewood. As on the contrary, there are many almshouse beggars, poor and suffering wretches, excuse me, who are descended from the blood and lineage of great kings and emperors, which seems likely enough when we consider the amazing transferences of the crowns and empires. From the Assyrians to the Medes, from the Medes to the Persians, from the Persians to the Macedonians, from the Macedonians to the Romans, from the Romans to the Greeks, and from the Greeks to the French. So they said, when he wrote this, I think like 1555, he said the people that are the emperors and stuff right now, they used to be beggars. And the people that's poor, and the people that is despised among the earth, they really used to be they're the descendants. You mean like Jesus now being black? I'm gonna throw that in there for the next week every time I can. That's why black folks is despised around the world. Because the real folks knew Jesus was black. And so they had to make you hate black folks because then you don't really like the Savior's people. Hate to tell y'all, but it's the truth. That's why I said his hair looked like lamb's wool. You mean like all the black folks, if they don't comb their hair and let it get dry? Thank you so much. You mean like that? Okay. I gotta blow my nose. Every time I come in here, I'm a dust. This is the next room I'm gonna attack because there's dust on everything, and I think that's why every time I come in here, I gotta blow my nose. Every single time. I see the dust. I know it. Sorry, y'all. I don't think this is good. That's the issue. Ain't no water in here. No wonder. It's the light is just on my diffuser. I thought something was coming out of it. Ain't nothing coming out of it. That's why. I was wondering what the heck was going on. It's dry as heck in here. Oh shoot, circle. I'm just gonna pour a little bit of my drinking water in there. Hold on, y'all. This is the most ghetto school you ever been to in your life. It's okay. Ghetto is good. Ghetto is good. It is. This is the most hood school you probably ever been to, but I bet you learn more here than you did at all your schools put together. How about that? In just a short amount of time, we got accelerated classes. Listen, I know I need to take inventory of my books too. That's another thing. That's what's going to take me a couple of days as well. Because I'm going to dust the shelf, but as I dust the shelf, probably going to take a picture of each and every last book, which is crazy. But I'm going to have to, because I don't even know what's in here anymore. What kind of freaking... Let me say this before I keep reading too. So y'all remember I told y'all that I used to be a teacher's assistant in pretty much like most of my classes, a lot of them. I was always the library assistant, always. I need to be able to crack them books out the plastic, and I need to be the one putting that sleeve in there so I can check it out first. But anyway, why did the lady that was my librarian, her, I didn't even know, March 14th or the other day, within like the last, so like the 15th or something, I don't know, 25th, one of them days, was her 90th birthday, y'all. I've not seen this lady since I was in the 5th grade, and I was talking about her to y'all the other day, and somebody posted her, and I was like, oh my God, she's 90 years old, y'all. This the lady that I used to do Meals on Wheels with. This the lady that, like, she is the reason that I always wanted, like, she used to be, like, telling me about all of the National Geographics, like, and she's 90 years old. So I thought that was so cool that I talk about her, and I was hoping somebody would show her my library because I think she'll be very proud of me. Yeah. I got to read all the scholastics first, everything. I got to check out everything first. It was great. In the nonfiction and the fiction side. And I did. I probably went through that library 3 times while I was at that school. It was great. And now I have my own. Anyway, that's why I got to find out what's in here. Moving on. That was a nostalgic moment for me. I love that lady. I bet her mind still is sharp too. I bet it is. I bet it is. And Toya, part of your where you at has inspired part of this class on today. Sponsored by Toya James in France. This was Reading Rainbow. Okay. Yeah, we never know the impact that we make on others' lives. It's true. And that lady, like, yeah, she was dope. Yeah, moving on. I just think, dang, she 90. That's crazy because I'm 44. So then she was old as dirt back then. No, I'm sorry. That's my old self thinking. Am I still stamping my books when I can remember? I haven't had no time. I don't know what books. I know most of the books they stamp, but after about March of 2023, I can't really tell you what's in here. I don't know. There's books that I don't even know they're in here. I know they're in here, but I don't know that they're in here. It's probably so much information. Because I have been having to organize everything, like get my life together. You see, I have to build a whole shelf and everything. And now this next room is next. In here. I'm going to have to take these desks out of here and build functional desks because I bought these 2 years ago. But I didn't think we was going to be doing this more than 6 months. And I definitely didn't think that all of these people that I absolutely love was going to be sending me a million gazillion books. I'm grateful for it. I didn't think it was going to happen. So now I have to build it and they will come. is what I'm guessing is happening around here. Build it and they will come. So, moving on. Let's get to this. So, Toya's in France. I'm back from Japan. There we go. And I put together your souvenirs. I'm going to mail them this week. Girl, we've been worried about you. You was there when the tsunami had me going crazy. We was trying to get a hold of you and everything. Shoot. All right. We was worried. There she go, y'all. Because you was on here, and then you was on my mind, and then the tsunami's happened, and we knew you was over there. Thank you for my souvenirs, but I was more worried about that. Hopefully you didn't get caught up in that. We had the whole community praying for you. Folks was trying to reach out. We didn't know if y'all could get out or what. We was worried. Yeah, we was worried. She all right, y'all. Ew. She okay. Because, honey, we was like, has anybody heard from her? Nobody's heard from you? She was out shopping. Toya put the meat face. She said we was worried about you and you was out shopping. Really? Right. We worried about you and you over there getting souvenirs. We want to make sure you all right. And we just talked about us having people in international places, honey, and zoo. Oh, we outside International University. We used to just be WOU. And now we WOIU. You said what now? And yes. Yeah. Listen here. Who would have ever known? My God is real big. He put some joy in my heart today. Anyway, let's get moving. Come on. I have the two books you sent me. Can you please tell me which one's next to buy? You can go. There's a list on my Amazon storefront thing, and you can just pick from there. There isn't really a list of what you should get. It's kind of more, and then go to the Goodwill. Just go in the Goodwill and start looking around. Go in Half Price Bookstore. Go to the Christian history section. Go over there and just let God speak to you. He'll tell you which ones to get. Have the books start popping out to y'all yet? I know they have because y'all be having books y'all don't even tell me about, so I can go get them for myself. Y'all be holding out, talking about, oh yeah, I knew about that book. I have that book. I read that book. All of y'all together, but y'all be wanting me to tell y'all about all my books. Queen, Rika, Auntie, and a few others. Isabel. Miss Ida. Maury. And who know? Yeah, right. And probably you too. And Miss, yeah, you all are culprits. Because I definitely have never seen your libraries. Not all of them. Not all of your goodies that you're hiding over there at your space. And then when somebody else mentioned it, then y'all say, "Oh yeah, I got that book too." Why y'all didn't tell me? I see what kind of book club this is. Yeah, I'm calling names. Yeah, I do call them out. It will. They call me out every day. I'm gonna call them out too. Joy and Ashley forgot about them too. Not Queen putting out. She said, "Don't forget Joy and Ashley. You was the tattletale. You was the tattletale. You was the tattletale. You was the one that was gonna tattle and tell on everybody. Tattle along and tell." And look, Ashley, yes, they holds out. Don't trust them. They go to 4-story book stores and go and then tell us about it. I'm gonna just leave that there. That little piece of cheese for you all. I'm gonna leave that over there. You gotta watch them. Queen says she ain't going down alone. I know. Tell it on people. All right, come on, look. So, is y'all ready? We're gonna have a little story time. Is y'all ready? Come on. I love everybody. Unless you a DD drop dead friend, then I don't know. Y'all gonna have to work on me with that. But other than that, I love everybody. All right, here we go. It says, and to give you some information about myself, who address you, believe I am descended from some wealthy king or prince of the olden days. For you have never met a man with a greater desire to be a king or to be rich than I have, so that I may entertain liberally, do no work, have no worries, and plentifully reward my friends, as well as all worthy and learned men. But I comfort myself with one thought, that in the other world I shall be all this, a greater, and still at the present I dare even wish. So console yourselves in your misfortunes too, with this good thoughts, or better, and drink lustily, lustily if you can get the liquor. Hilarious. Now, here we go. To return to our muttons, let me say that by the sovereign gift of heaven, the antiquity and genealogy of Gargantua have been preserved for us in greater entirety than those of any other, except those of the Messiah. Did y'all hear that? I'm going to read that last part again. Now, to return to our muttons, let me say that by the sovereign gift of heaven, the antiquity and genealogy of Gargantua have been preserved for us in greater entirety than those of any other, except those of the Messiah, of which I do not speak, for it is not my business. What is more, the devils, that is to say, the detractors and hypocrites, prevent me. It was found by Jean Ado in a meadow of his near the arch of Galui below the Olive on the way to Narse. Here, as they were cleaning the ditches, listen to this, the diggers struck with their picks against a great tomb of bronze, so immeasurably long that they never found the end of it, for it too stuck out far into the sluices of Vienne. Where is Vienne? Is that in France? France? Vienne? Vienne? Toya? Where is it? Is that France? It's in Italy, not Venice. Yes, no. It's in Italy, not Vienna. Vienne. It's a town in France. That's what I was, yeah, because he's a French writer. Y'all ready? Are y'all listening? It's southeastern France. Okay, so this happened in southeastern France. Listen to me. That some people was cleaning the gutters and they was picking out the gutters and they hit a coffin that was completely copper, and it was so long that they never found the end of it. This happened in France. Y'all listening? In the south of France. Y'all ready? Okay. Here we go. It says, opening this tomb at a certain place, which was sealed on the top with the sign of a goblet, around which was inscribed in intrusion letters. are the Etruscans? Y'all want to go look them up? This is how you spell it. Etruscan. Go tell me who the Etruscans were, please. Y'all want me to spell it again? Please look at the pictures of the ancient Etruscans. What they look like. What does their pottery look like? Etruscan. But what does it look like? What are the sign of a goblin, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones type stuff? Okay. Okay. But what do the people look like? Known for their distinctive language, art, architecture, and influence on ancient Rome. Okay. There's no pottery with the cup. What do the people look like on the pottery? Very dark skinned people. Right. I think I just found something, y'all, that's mind blowing to me. You just hold on one dang minute. Not the one we've been reading about this whole time, I know. That's gonna be crazy. It is. Who remembers when I always talk about Cadmus? What did Cadmus do? Do y'all remember? We gonna get to the Etruscans. Hold on. But do y'all remember what I always say about Cadmus? Who knows what I always say about Cadmus? Do y'all remember? He brought the letters to Greece. Look. Remember I told y'all about the Boeotians? Good job, Miss Jazzy. What's it say right there? The principal heroes of these belong to the family of the Labdacids, whose founder was Cadmus. He was the son of Agenor and Telephassa. Phoenix and Salix were his brothers, and Europa his sister. It says they may have been one of the sea people. So Cadmus and the Etruscans were the sea folks. And the Sphinx was his sister. I got this mark in here somewhere. You just give me one more. we're going to look at this one too. You just give me one moment here, though. Look at this. This Hercules with his afro. Now we know why Hercules had an afro, don't we? Y'all see how they put the plays on them colors? But look at that afro. And that look like, y'all know what that is. Y'all see it? Hercules wrestling with Achilles. The river god has turned himself into a speckled serpent in an attempt to overcome his rival at the hand of Daenerys. But he was finally overcome by the hero who snapped off one of his horns. So, hold on. In the history of the Jews in Josephus, it said that Abraham's granddaughter married Hercules. That's what it said. That's what it said. In the Antiquities of the Jews, in the book of Josephus, it said that Abraham's granddaughter married Hercules. So that means when Abraham's granddaughter, you said and in the Bible, okay. So these monsters, and you see he shapeshifted. And in Enoch it says they went into the reptiles. They went into the fish. And the Bible talks about sea gods and sea people. Dagon and the like. I'm looking for my page just marked with the instructions. Yeah, they in here somewhere. It's Oceanus. Oh, it's right here. Now, I read this before, but it had absolutely no meaning probably 7 years ago or whatever when I read this book. And this ain't about the instructions, but just right now I'm finding stuff, and this is crazy, and we about to get back to that. So, Elon Musk. Everybody know who Elon Musk is? Who remembers me telling you that everything in this world that is the most popular is named after one of the angel's children? One of the demigods, one of the reprobates, one of the bastards. What did he change the name of Twitter to? They be playing in our face! I'm going to show y'all first. See that? The Hittite gods. Oh, right there. Thus, the Sumerian name Ishkur, adopted as an ideogram in Akkad for the god Hadad, and the number X, a name of the same god, were utilized by the Hittites for the still unknown name of their god. of a Hittite god. Who remembers me telling y'all that the Hittites was some of the, we read it, and I showed you even in that book over there. Uh, this is the Smithsonian, the wars, and from what's the name until now, they talk about the Hittite and Egyptian wars as the first wars that happened, and the Hittites and the Egyptians was giants. Most of them, the leaders was anyway. This man named Twitter after a Hittite god, and we just thought it was a letter. And it's the whole name of a Hittite god. Well, that makes sense because the stuff that's on the back of his jackets that he wear is all they stuff. Tell me that's not crazy. I'm looking for the instructions, and you can see I studied it at some point in time because I had notes and stuff right there, but it didn't mean nothing. Because when did he change it to X? What, last year? Was it last year or 2 years ago when he changed it to X? I have the instructions literally marked off in here, but which chapter? I don't know the exact page. Grr. I love this book. It's one of my favorites. So we'll come back to it because I know it's marked in here somewhere on which exact page. I don't know. But I know it's in here somewhere because this is where I learned about the instructions was in this book. Phoenicians. Grr. Okay, y'all. I don't know where it is. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I might be close. Nimrod. Gilgamesh. Right. I don't know exactly where it is. It's on one of these pages, but I don't know. Because I was studying. This is where I learned about the instructions. Was in here. Anyway, we're going to move on. That's going to bug me, though. I need to start marking these again like I used to. I don't let people in my life. Anyway, I'm going to have to come back and find that. So anyway, what's the name of what book? We use our manners here. I promise I'll tell you whatever you need to know, but you got to use your manners. Can you please tell me what the name of that book is? It's called the LaRousse Book of Mythology. And it's got all the goods in it. Back to what I was saying. So now that we know that they found this massive coffin over in France at the southeast of France. You're welcome. Now that we know that they found this massive coffin, copper, and it was written in the language of Etruscan, the original Etruscans, where they look just like the ancient Roman people. They was river black, right? And this is what the coffin had on it. Okay, this is also now. Let me ask you a question. What was really big in Tom Hanks' movie? What's the name? Angels and Demons. What were they looking for? You're welcome. What were they looking for in Angels and Demons? The Holy Grail. And they thought it was a what? A cup. A cup. And then they find this tomb And the insignia on it is a cup, is a chalice. That's what's engraved on this massive copper thing that they can't even find the end of the coffin. It's so big. They don't even know where they done dug up the street and it just keeps going and going and going. Okay? Right. Here we go. So look. Okay. It says opening the tomb at a certain place, which was sealed on the top with the sign of a goblet, around which was inscribed in Etruscan letters Hic Bibitur. They found 9 flagons arranged after the fashion of skittles in Gascony. And beneath the middle flagon lay a great, greasy, grand, gray, pretty little moldy book, which smelt more strongly but not more sweetly than roses. In this book was found the said genealogy written out at length in chicanery hand, or in chancery hand, I'm sorry, not on paper, nor on parchment, nor on wax, but on elm bark, so worn, however, by old age that scarcely 3 letters could be read. Unworthy though I am, I was called to inspect it, and with much help from my spectacles, following that art by which letters can be read that are not apparent, as Aristotle teaches, I translated it. As you may see in your pantagruelizing, that is to say, as you drink to your heart's desire and read the fearsome exploits of Pantagruel, at the end of the book, with a little treatise entitled Corrective Conundrums, the rats and moths, or to be more truthful, some venomous vermin, have nibbled off the opening. But the rest I have put down out of reverence for antiquity. So this book is the genealogy of one of the giants. And they said that nobody's history has been kept this good in its authenticity other than Christ's story. And it says that the people that are the rulers now used to be beggars. And the people that are the poor folks and the people that are just, you know, despised pretty much around the world, they actually used to be the emperors and all of those people. But this is a very good book. It talks about how his mama was pregnant for what, 11 months or something like that, 13 months, something like that, and how big they were and how much they ate, the giants, right? But it started out with the Assyrians, is where this story came from. Okay? And we know that the Assyrians and the Babylonians and the Chaldeans, a lot of them were giants. This is where we got the conquerors and the mighty men of renown that the Bible talked about, because they went into the women of Canaan, or the Canaanite women, who end up becoming the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Persians, and all of the Nephilim people. So it's interesting that, Toya, you are in France, because a lot of what we read about, there's a lot of history over there about the giants. That's actually why I went and got this, because I was thinking about where you at and what be going on over there. Yeah. But as you can see, they started with the Assyrians or the Chaldeans. That's where this history started. That's because Nimrod now was the like the first rounds of Nephilims and stuff. It's called Gargantua and Pantagruel. He wasn't necessarily the first round, but he was in that. They're the ones that built all of the monolithic structures, and when you see those big old people standing there and sitting on them chairs in Egypt and Buddhas and all them big old things, some of them is life size. Some of those are life size statues. You can't find anything about the copper coffin on Google. I bet you can't. You'd probably have to go to what you call it, a VPN, and find it. See, you didn't hear the first part of what was read in there, did you? You didn't hear the first part of what was read? It said the people that's leading and in leadership now, they used to be beggars. They not about to put that out for everybody. No, that's why you gotta go get a book. Some stuff they not. Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. Some stuff you gotta look for it. They not gonna put it. You gotta be looking. You was reading a Torah where it says keep the Canaanite slaves forever. Well, there were some giants that end up being slaves to some of God's people. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And many books cost over 1K to keep a secret. Oh yeah. Hmm. But that's why I be asking my daddy to put me on. But I just thought that was crazy that Cadmus is mentioned here. He's mentioned there. And then we know that we have our book about the letters and how they all spread out and all that stuff. So it's just interesting to put all the pieces together, y'all. And I'm grateful I get to do it with y'all because, a lot of people say, oh, she just talking crazy. What do they say? Tell me when they look at the giant photo, they say that's a Photoshop and this and that. I'll be like, but what about the hieroglyphs where they show big giant people and little people? Was that a Photoshop too, or they was photoshopping in the stone? Tell me. So you could Photoshop in the stone too, huh? They took a picture and it was just like engraved in stone because there's people that's this big and there's people that there's this big and that did not denote status. They was really that was the because the Bible said there was people that looked like ants and grasshoppers compared to the people that was rulers. So make that make sense, huh? Because I can see my eyes work. And clearly there's full size grown women that's this big, and there's full size grown women that's this big on there. There's big cows and little cows. There's big lions and little lions. There's big, all of that, which proves that the Bible is real. So what are you talking about? I know they be confused. That's okay, because they've been told what to believe instead of opening their eyes and reading for themselves, which sucks for you as a person. Because then you know what I mean? That's why I love that y'all go buy books. I love that y'all be reading for yourself. I love that y'all done build y'all libraries because can't nobody tell you what you done study for your own self. Okay? Y'all don't got to come to me and learn nothing. If y'all wanted to start y'all own classes, lightweight, y'all could do it. Most of y'all. And probably already have. I know y'all be having Bible studies with other people. So, you said it, man. I'm blessed. My mom is a librarian. It is. I love it. I just received my book, The Lost Books of King. Come on now. Right. So when you think about that, this history in that Pantagruel, okay, they found it and they said, look, this is the genealogy. But it really came down from the Assyrians to the Medes, and it breaks it down all the way to the Romans, and finally the France is where they found this at. You hear me? Do you really want to know or not? And it's so much bigger, like, just like people thought we was crazy when we was talking about them red heifers 2 years ago, around this time. 2 years ago, around this time, we were talking about the red heifers. And now they worldwide news again. Enoch and Elijah. What's it say about the two witnesses? What's the two witnesses gonna do? How long they gonna be around? How many months? Y'all go find it while I go make me some coffee, please. I'll be right back. How many months is they gonna be there to terrorize and burn the Anakites? y'all. And I gotta go to the restroom. It be a lot going on with this 44-year-old body than it did with the 41-year-old body. 3.5 years? I think we about to see some miraculous things because what's gonna be real crazy is if they come through this dang eclipse. If them niggas show up after this eclipse, honey, listen here. I don't know, but it sounds like, I mean, they telling us to get water, and what if they show up through the eclipse or something, or jump off the comet that's coming? Cause they coming from heaven, so where they go? Something has to happen. And if y'all don't remember, a lot of times God using an eclipse when he getting ready to do something spiritual. We done read it. It was an eclipse when Jesus died. It was an eclipse when Adam died. I don't know. And I ain't saying I do. But I mean, because if this is around the same time, because 8 mean new beginning. I don't know if y'all know that or not. And this thing is happening on the 8th, right after these animals is about to be sacrificed over there at the Temple Mount. The 3 that ain't been able to be found in over 2,000 years. I mean, is anybody? Trump said it was coming after the eclipse. That's why they telling you to prepare. I don't know. That's my baby daddy birthday too. That is baby daddy. I know you like, dang, your birthday just and you in here. What you feel about that? I know you don't like when I call you baby daddy, but if you in here, is that crazy that that's your birthday? And all hell is gonna break loose? This is my baby daddy birthday for real. I'm like, oh, goodness gracious. God, you know what you're doing. No. Hilarious. I'm joking. I don't mean nothing, baby daddy, if you in here. Just be cool. User 24630. Listen. You said nothing's gonna happen. I'm so happy you know what's gonna happen in 5 minutes from now. I said I don't know, but we don't know, and I do know that God moves in mysterious ways. Just because you don't see it, don't mean it ain't showed up yet. It's like gifts. You don't have to know they're coming for them to be on their way, and they still gonna be around here. I did get a package today. Well, I didn't get it today. I got a package yesterday, I think. One of them. I'm about to open them. They over here. I was just doing a little something. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I said that. Oh, I don't charge for therapy sessions. We do group therapy. Mm-mm. Sorry, I used to, but it's too overwhelming, and there's no way I could get to everybody, and I don't like leaving people feeling like they left out. So then I don't, because there's no way I could talk to everybody. No emails will be sent. Well, they don't line up no more like that. Sometimes people do put their phone number in there, but I couldn't because I would never be able to teach class or do anything else y'all make me do around here. By appointment? No. Listen, I've been doing this way before TikTok. Even then, people used to go over their time. I'll be like, I got 15 minutes, and somebody else is going to be calling me back, and then they would have an attitude. Even before YouTube and TikTok, I've been doing this. I'm trying to tell you, I had several devices, and people be like, are you off the phone yet? You said 30 minutes ago, an hour ago. Okay, well, I'm still doing a counseling session. So I just got over that. Oh God, let me get over there before I got over here. Anyway, with that, y'all. I hope that your eyes are open. Yes, time be flying. I hope that y'all eyes are open. And I want to thank y'all for keeping me up because I've been in my own world trying to get this house together so I can be ready and know where stuff is when everything is happening. But I just hope y'all ready. Excuse me. Because I ain't going to lie, it's getting kind of spooky. It's one thing to talk about it. And it's one thing to see the little things happening, but them red heifers is a world, like everybody, that shook a lot of people. And a lot of people don't even know that they was over there. So to know that they about to be sacrificed. I'm telling y'all, my brother is a minister in the church right now. And I told him, he probably don't remember when I first did this. I sent him a thing talking about the heifers. He probably didn't pay no attention. But when I said it today, he said, what? And then I said, y'all need to get y'all stuff together. He said, if we even hear, I said, brother, about that whole rapture stuff. About that whole rapture stuff, brother. I said, listen, who is the saints that he about to be able to make wage war? Because if you was left here in the rapture, you was not one of God's saints. So then that doesn't make any sense. He started acting like he was asleep. I said, well, when you get up from your nap, I need you to read that. If you even here, you mean like you're going to die first? Because the rapture's not happening. It's all, we're already in it. What are you talking about? I said, well, who is the holy people then? Who is the holy saints? Who is them? Because y'all the saints of God right now, but when it comes to dying for Christ, then y'all ain't the saints of God. Y'all ain't going to be here for that. Do you think Paul and them got to say that when they was hacking them and beating them with rocks? No. They had to be martyred. So why do we think that that's going to be something different for us? Y'all better quit believing that mess. Go read it. It's in Revelation 13. He's going to be able to. It said he's going to be able to give them. What rapture? And then that's how you know they lying, because then where's the third coming that it talks about? Tell me where the third coming is. He will have to be coming 3 times in order for that to be possible, what they're trying to tell you about this rapture. The Temple Mount gets cleaned and the Antichrist sits in the temple and claims to be God. Mm. Mm. So the way that the rapture has been taught to me, I don't know how it was taught to y'all. Jesus came first as a savior, and the second time he's coming back as a judge. Right? And they said that God's people wasn't going to be here for that. This is what's been flowing through the churches that I went to. Now, when I went and read it for myself in Revelations 13, that's not what it says. That's not what it says. And I read it. Y'all know we got the Bible Gateway, so we can read it in KJV, NLT, NIV, ERV, and whatever other version simultaneously, all right there together. And it don't say that. That's not what it says. That's not what it says. At all. That's not what it's saying. Mm-mm. One heifer, cleanse priest and mount, 2 billboard, fans daily sacrifice. God is already here. You just don't know where he is. He's being hidden. Easy read version. Easy read version of the Bible, please. Revelations 13. Okay. All right. So here in the easy read version of the Bible, it says, "Then I saw a beast coming up out of the sea. It had 10 horns and 7 heads. There was a crown on each of its horns, and it had an evil name written on each head. This beast looked like a leopard, with feet like a bear's feet. It had a mouth like a lion's mouth. The dragon gave the beast all of its power and its throne and great authority." Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. 13 and 5, please. "The beast was allowed to boast and speak insults against God. It was allowed to use its power for 42 months. So Enoch and Elijah are going to have power for 42 months to speak God's word, and this beast is going to have power to speak insults for 42 months, 3.5 years. Okay, half of the tribulation. 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7. Here we go. The beast opened his mouth to insult God, to insult his name, the place where he lives, and all those who live in heaven. It was given power right here, 13 and 7. It was given power to make war against God's holy people and to defeat them. Can you please tell me what the definition of defeat is? In some books it says overcome. What is the definition of defeat? Edward, you don't got a class to be teaching since you know so much. Yours says conquer. Okay. To conquer. They lose to them. To rule over. Having been beaten in battle or another contest. Did you hear what I said? I said, do you got another class to go teach? Because I'm about to block you. You can wait for whatever you want to, but if this is the only attention you can get, it's being irritating. Your life sucks. Like, if the only way that you can get attention is to be a Karen or a Ken, like, we know that you don't have no love at home and nobody pays attention to you. And if you know so much, I just wish you would go start teaching or doing videos so that you can have a class as well, honey. That would be the best thing for you to do. I know these books behind me intimidate you. I tell you, I run into men like you all the time. Y'all so used to chicks only putting makeup on and flapping their ass in front of y'all that when one got books behind her, y'all don't know what to do with that. And I'm easy on the eyes. This I know. You want to see them? Let me light the way for you, because why is you in here? If you know so much, go teach your own class. That's all I'm waiting for. Because you're being annoying right now, which lets me know that you're not as learned as you say. Because most people, if they are wise, they sit and listen before they start doing that. You want to interrupt my class because ain't nobody listening to you. This is the only way you're going to get attention. I also study psychology, abnormal psychology as well. You've been listening to me for over a year, and you in here being irritated. Well, today's your last day. Look, he said you blocked me before, remember? So you back? And you just got blocked again. I don't do circle people, nigga. And so you gonna come back as user too. And then y'all wonder why I don't want to do no meet and greets. No, that happens in real life. Y'all thought I was playing. I said, y'all go start to see that people try to force their way in my life and then be irritating me like I gotta deal with you, nigga. You irritating. Go away. I done blocked you already and you acting like a nigga in a stalker van. Leave me alone. And it happened online, but it happened in real life too. This is why I be by myself. It happened with homegirls and everything. Now you just out by my house and shit. Excuse my language, but that shit weird. And this ain't church. I'll cuss your ass out. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to deal with you. Y'all be irritating as hell. You ain't got nothing better to do with your time. I don't need no bodyguard. I got Harry and Grandma Honey, Hollow, Hallie, Harold. Run up, get done up, babe. Leave here leaking. Nobody got time for that stupid shit. You blocked me before, you remember, and you came back. They got a show called Evil Lives Here. Or Who Did I Marry? Or all the other shows I be watching, That's Where You Belong. People is weird. Go away. And this why, I'm going to be honest, this why I be scared. Not scared because I know how people get. And I'm not trying to be funny. And this is why I didn't always kind of stay to myself, because I told y'all, this is not new. People is weird. I've been stalked before. I've been kidnapped before. I'm trying to tell you, it's not a game. So I don't play with people. If I didn't block, if somebody don't want to talk to me, I'm not going to keep talking to them. Like, that's weird. This internet that mess people up, baby. Because in real life, if a person tell you don't talk to me, you don't keep talking to them. Yes, I got kidnapped. I'd have been held hostage a couple of times. Let me out of here. Let me out. No, I'm going to live and we going to fight this. Leave me alone. Let me out. Let me out of here, nigga. Shoot. I'm going to keep me hostage. Let me out. For real, all my life I had to fight. Shoot. All the ones at the Goodwill that the kids done paid $17,650 for, and you can go get for $4.72, like I did. All your psychology books is at they at the Goodwill, and they at half price bookstore for $4. Where do you think they take them to when they done with their classes? They ain't keeping them, and they ain't taking them back. They go right to the Goodwill, and I go right in there and get them. Micro and macro economics, whatever you want to know, is at the Goodwill. The books is there. The knowledge is in the books, not at the class. The class don't have nothing to do with it. The information is in the book. That's what you need. I'm gonna go to the class to get the information. I buy them all the time, cheap. Come on now, mama, and do. I don't need the teacher. I just need the information. I can teach my damn self. Now, I ain't not no medical stuff like how to operate on nobody or nothing, but this other stuff, yeah. I'm gonna get that. Because y'all only gonna teach me what y'all want me to know anyway. With this, I can learn as much as I need to about all the subjects. Yep, I bought a medical coding book from Goodwill and do all my building books, anything I wanted to learn, honey, I went straight to the Goodwill and got it, or half price bookstore or used bookstore. They got a book on everything. And as long as you're patient enough to sit down and read it, it ain't nothing you can't teach yourself. You know, we autodidactic polymaths over here. We are autodidactic polymaths, self-taught in many subjects, honey. We can learn whatever we want to. Just like I be trying to tell y'all, it's a lot of jobs and careers that if you can pass the test, they got to give you your, like, law. Have they changed that? Like, if you study for the bar and you pass it, you just an attorney, right? You don't have to go to law school to be an attorney. You can just pass the bar and you're an attorney, right or wrong, long as you know the law. There's a lot of stuff that you can do that with. As long as you can pass the test, it don't matter if you went to school for it, no credit hours, nothing. If you can pass the bar, you an attorney. Yeah, doctors too. Oh, I didn't know. Thank you. Yeah. So, long as you got the information that can pass the test, you can be whatever you want to be and keep your money in your pocket. No, it's not. No, that's the first one I learned about with the attorney. Depending on the state, if you pass the bar, you're an attorney. Period. You pass the bar. If you pass the bar, you pass the bar. And it's a lot of other stuff. Like, they tell you got to go to school, but if you can pass the test, no, you don't. No. I asked God to teach me how to build. I'm still learning. I don't know everything. I'm still learning. But anything I want to do, I ask God first, and He'll tell me. And that's not a joke. That's everything. Starting my companies, anything I want to learn, He teaches me because He's infinite knowledge. And if you feel like you can only get it from one place or the other, then that's what's going to happen. But that ain't been my life. Anything I wanted to know, I don't care what it is. People are like, how do you know that? Don't worry about that. Just know that I know. That's all you need to worry about is that I know. That's it. And it's go check it out. It'll be there. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this. So here we go about this whole rapture thing. It says, the beast opened his mouth to insult God, to insult His name, the place where He lives, and all those who live in heaven. It was given power to make war against God's holy people and to defeat them, to overcome them. It was given power over every tribe, race of people, language, and nation. Ain't that one world government? The New World Order, if He's given power over every tribe, every language, and every nation, and every race of people, everyone living on earth will worship the beast. These are all the people since the beginning of the world whose names are not written in the Lamb's book of life. The Lamb is the one who was killed. Anyone who hears these things should listen to this. Whoever is to be a prisoner will be a prisoner. Whoever is to be unalive with the sword will be unalive with the sword. This means that God's holy people must have patience and faith. So why would God say you either going to be put in prison or you going to be jailed, and that the Antichrist is going to be given power to make war against God's holy people? So if God's holy people ain't here, who is He making war against? The Antichrist. Who do we get to make war and overcome? If the rapture is already happening, God's holy saints, because the people that was left here wasn't holy, right? That's why they didn't make the rapture. So then how are they now the holy saints, the people that was left here? Make it make sense. If you was left here in the rapture, you wasn't holy. So then how then Do they become the holy people that God is gonna? That the devil. That the Antichrist is gonna make war. No. Because if they was left, they wasn't God's holy people. So y'all, the saints, when it's you get to call people a dirty whore and all of this, and a dirty drug addict or whatever it is that you want to call them, but then when it comes time for holy saints to apply to y'all, which means you're going to lose your life and be put in a camp, or you're going to be unalive for what you say you believe. Now that's not y'all. The tribulation saints, they wasn't God's holy people, or they would have went with y'all like that. None of that makes any sense. Do you hear me? When God meets us in the sky and we are taken up with him, that's after all this is over. Because that would make him have to come back a third time for the tribulation saints. And it never said, I ain't read in not one of these books, that he coming 3 times and not 2. That would mean there would be a third coming if there was saints left after the rapture to... Show me where he's coming for a third time. Show me where he's coming for a third time. Yeah, we're going to be caught up in the air after. After. Not before. Those that's still alive, that make it through the tribulation, will be caught up. The ones hiding in the dens and that made it through the last of the tribulation, those are the ones that will actually get to see it's coming. But that's right. So they done lied to these people, telling them they ain't got to get ready. And I was one of them thinking, oh, I ain't going to be here. God said, read it again. Read it for yourself. And I said, I just asked my brother today, he's a minister in the church right now. I said, hey, who is the holy saints that the Antichrist is going to be able to make war against? Because it ain't the people that was left here, because they are not holy if they was left here. If they were left here in the rapture, they were not holy, no matter what TV try to sell you. And it never says that God is coming back a third time. It's a second coming. And this time he's coming as a judge. So don't you think he'll let all the people be done? Because we done read about Judgment Day, and everybody is going to be judged. From Adam, he's going to call every soul from Adam into the last person born. Y'all remember that. We don't got to go back there. Do we need to go to 2nd Baruch? Let's do it. Just for that one little page. Huh? Just for that, just for that second little page. We just want, he said, well, no. I don't even got it marked in this book because it's the new. Don't put your green hand up to me, Queen. Please, no. That's okay. No, we got it. Y'all better stop it. Please, no. Please, no. Please, no. Cry babies. Cry babies. You all are cry babies. You know how many times he made me read this stuff over and over and over again? Why is y'all giving me them ugly eyes? Thank you so much. Here we go. Is y'all ready? Here we go. It says, for the Most High will surely hasten his times, and he will surely cause his periods to arrive. And he will surely judge those who are in his world, and he will truly inquire into everything with regard to all their works, which were sins. He will certainly investigate the secret thoughts of everything which is lying in the inner chambers of all their members, which are in sin. And he will make them manifest in the presence of everyone with blame. Everyone is everybody who ever been born. Muscle memory is going to tell on you. For the newbies that are here, so you know how you be happy you got muscle memory, all your little flinches and stuff you can do with all your muscles. Well, guess what? That's what he gonna put it. Your eyes is a muscle, your ears is a muscle, your mouth is a muscle, your whole body is muscles. If he told you don't go somewhere and your feet walked over there anyway, or drove and was hitting the pedal, that muscle memory is gonna be there, and he's gonna pull the sin out of your toes, all of your muscles. And y'all know which other muscles are muscles. We know which ones can do the flap to side and the squeezing thing. So that's a muscle as well. And guess what? It's going to be in front of everybody from Adam until the last person born. Your grandmother, your grandfather, your mama, your cousin. Everybody's judgment day is happening at the same time. And it ain't no one go in and come out. Everybody's going to hear your sin, and they are going to materialize. You don't believe me? You can read it right here. Right there at the bottom. See that? In 83, for the Most High will surely hasten the times. You see that? And you see right down there about 3, say he will surely investigate the secret thoughts and everything which is lying in the inner chambers of all their members which are in sin. He will make them manifest in the presence of everyone with blame. You said what? So your secret thoughts that you thought you was thinking about people that they didn't know, they gonna know on Judgment Day. If you wasn't a nice person, you're gonna hear everybody's thoughts about you, like every person that ever met you. Whatever sins God told you not to do, and you went and did them anyway, you don't have to lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig, because guess what? He gonna snatch it out. Watching something you ain't got no business, everybody is going to see it. Sneaking around with somebody's husband or wife, everybody gonna know. You're not hiding nothing. And he said, everything that is done in the dark shall be brought to the light. Where's all your muscles at? Your muscles are covered with skin. It's dark on the inside of your body. Everything done in the dark on the inside of your body, your muscles are going to tell on you. And he gonna seal your mouth, it says. You won't be able to talk. But he's gonna show people your thoughts first. Your thoughts are gonna be on CCTV. And then we get to see the actions. Because he's gonna pull the sin out first. He said he's gonna investigate your thoughts, all that was sin, and that's gonna manifest. And then he's going to let the actual sin manifest too. So everybody is gonna know. You said, well, will anybody be saved? Everybody gonna then done something. See, this is the thing. There are things that are gonna be covered under the blood, but when you go to court, your charges still have to be read whether they're gonna let you go or not. Do they or do they not? They don't not read all your charges. They're gonna read all of everything that you're charged with, and then they will say what they're gonna throw out after that. But everybody already know your business. Everybody know what you're being charged with. Our court is a mimicking system of God's. It's a copy and paste of His. So all your stuff is gonna be read out, and then whatever he covers under the blood is what he covers under the blood. But yeah, see, that's why they don't want these books in the Bible, because people would know what's really going on. They wouldn't be talking about Jesus know my heart. Yeah, he knows evil and wicked. He said that desperately wicked. No man can know it. You're right. He sure do. And that's why you need these books right here to let you know that what you think you hiding, you not, because y'all gonna know all my business too. How many trees I climbed, what I watched that I wasn't supposed, everything. It's a real thing. That's why I be telling y'all, I ain't worried about nobody judging me, because I know who I got to stand in front of, and I'm hoping he throwing my stuff in the sea of forgiveness. Because everybody going to know CERCA business, and it ain't pretty. It's not pretty at all. I just wish we didn't have to go through that process. Now I see why he said everything in the dark gonna come to the light. Not just here, but on Judgment Day as well. Everything that's in the inside, encased in this. That's why I think about it. Whenever the doctors go looking in your body, do they not have to add light? They need a scope. to see. They have to add light into the dark parts of your body. Do they or do they not? If they go through your rectum, they have to use a light. If they go into your heart, they got a light so they can see. If they go down your throat, they need a light. If they playing with your teeth, they need a light because it's dark in them. It's dark. And God, this is what he was talking about everything that you did in sin in the dark is going to come to the light. Your sins you committed with your body in the dark. Even your thoughts are in the dark. There's light around them, which is crazy. Because thoughts are electricity. Like how when we type and it's stored in our computer, every keystroke, that's how your thoughts are. They're electricity, right? That's how they know you thinking about. That's how they can tell if you excited about something. This part of the brain lights up, and then this part of the computer lights up, and that part of the computer lights up. Oh, okay. So then thoughts is being stored, babe. Just like keystrokes. And that's what they say. The more you read and stuff, and the more you do stuff, the more you know, it just gets smaller and smaller, and it compresses everything. So it's compressed files. But God got the zip file to open it. You said I don't care about everybody hearing, but not my granny girl. That's how I feel about my godmother. I don't care about nobody else. I hate to say it, my grandma passed her. Grandma, you already know I was way out. But my godmother, I don't want her no. God, cover her ears. Please. Listen, I love my kids. They'll know I done told them most of the stories, but my godmother, that's the only person I don't want to hear. No, God, send her outside. Please. You said class always takes a turn, queen. My granny gonna be rolling over, because you gonna know granny business too. A lot of y'all about to, and I ain't saying this to be funny, but a lot of y'all about to find out y'all grandmas was hoes too. They embarrassed because they don't want y'all to know they was creeping with the milkman and Uncle Jesse and Auntie T. It's not y'all, they real your granddaddy kids. Everybody about to be embarrassed. Everybody. That's why I don't feel bad or nothing. Because I'm about to know y'all business too. See, I'm telling mine right now. We overcome by the word of our testimony. I'm getting out who I used to be and telling y'all what God saved me from, so y'all not surprised when y'all hear it on Judgment Day. Y'all already gonna know. I'm getting the brunt of mine out right now. I'm going to tell you everything. That way they be like, oh yeah, that's CERCA. We already knew that. She told us when we were live down there. Y'all ain't gonna be dropping and gasping when he get to reading off my charges. Now y'all on the other hand, I don't know y'all business, so we gonna see. We gonna see what's gonna happen with y'all. I'm gonna know all y'all business too. You know about the married man and the mailman family in our family. Might as well tell it all. I'm trying to tell you. Look it. If y'all want to know about your grandparents and stuff and aunties, read them that part and say, Auntie, what you think about that? Granny, what you think about that? That everything that you did in sin, God gonna pull that. If they eyes go up like this, that'll tell you your answer. You want to know who they used to be before they were sanctified and saved? Read that. Listen here. You want to know without being disrespectful? Read it to Granny and see if her eyes buck up and she be like this, then you already know what it is. Grandma, ain't that crazy that everybody's sins is going to be on TV? What you mean, baby? Grandma, like, it's going to come out your head like a TV show like Young and the Restless. Wait a minute, what? With the closed captions? Wait a minute, what now, baby? You said they going to do what now God wouldn't do. No, Grandma, it's right here. So whatever you did when you was like young and stuff, Grandma, and when you got with Granddaddy and y'all was like, we gonna know. You ain't getting no cornbread at Thanksgiving. She might break down crying. She might, Abuelita might break down crying. Y'all better be in running distance. And make sure you got your book in a satchel so you can run out like a Harry Potter movie. Cause you said this is fun, not Granny. I'm crying. Listen here, Grandma might start crying. Listen here, my future grandkids, child. Please listen here. You said chocolate's gonna be flying everywhere. It is. See, this is the thing. That's why I ain't got no time to judge you. But if all the people that come in here with judgmental attitudes because they go to church knew that we was gonna know their thoughts and their business, and they was gonna pop up off the page like a movie, they wouldn't be so quick to say nothing to you. As a matter of fact, they'd be telling you, "Ooh, God forgive you. I love you, sister. God is gonna help you." But see, they don't know that we gonna get to see their business too. They think it's all thrown away. But your charges have to be read before they can be thrown out of court. Minister, bishop, archdiocese, bishop, and district elder, reverend, prophetess, and prophet, deacon, deaconess, ushers, because they are normally the first people to look down on you because the pastor then gave them the nod. You hear me? Brother and sister biscuit. Crazy thing is, he started there first. That's what we started at school. I was trying to give y'all a head start. Y'all didn't even see I was looking out for y'all and myself. You hear me? That's why we didn't start no church. We started a school because he said he started the church house first with judgment. So I figured we'll be second in line if we say we was the school. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, buddy. See, they wanted them to go on and be first then. They say judgment starting in the house of the Lord first. So we made this a school. So maybe he'll hit us second round or third or fourth or fifth because it's a lot of churches out here, honey. It's a lot of churches out here. So, yeah, WRU, that's a we outside International University. We teach the Bible over here, but this ain't no church. Because judgment's starting over there first. See, they kept trying to make it be a church. Oh, no. No, 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 no. 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 This is a school where we teach the Bible. Just like when you go to college and they got religious studies over there, it's almost like that. But see, once you say this is the house of God on it, then it's a different level. I don't want that responsibility. So I get to teach freely over here. And we get to talk about everything. Okay? So that we can deal with our whole selves and not just the fake part. Make it plain and clear. Listen here, WOIU, hon, this is a school. Do it feel like church? Every day. It feel like church over here every day. And you're going to get the word every day. But what it's not is a church. It's a university. Because I'm okay with him going to the church first. You get on in there and do what you got to do, Dad. We'll be waiting out here. It's like the kid that always the favorite to mommy and daddy. And then they didn't got too big for their britches. And so then everybody else that normally feel like they getting treated crazy just get to step back and they getting they woe out over there in the room. You hear a boom crash. Ah! I know! They know! Ah! 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 Yeah, it's going to be some of that going on. We just going to be standing outside waiting. I mean, we got to get our whooping too. But y'all is the oldest. Y'all was supposed to be teaching us what to do. So y'all got the brunt of that coming. So I'm going to just let y'all go and do that. I'm going to move on back and wait for y'all because I know I'm getting a whooping. I'm going to let you get yours first. Listen here, trying not to breathe too hard to get it worse next. Right. Right. See, that's why everybody kept trying to say, can we? No, this is school. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Now, I'm still going to be held at I get it. But he said, I'm taking everybody down with me. Queen. I was looking out for y'all. Y'all didn't even know. This ain't no church. No, I teach every day, God, but I'm not calling no church now. It's a university. Yes. You said we can't get out of line or let others in front of us. Our turn is our turn. These are our hoodies, Janelle. Listen. That's scripture. It said it's going to start at the house of God. So what are you talking about? Mr. Avery. That's scripture. You said you need a caution sign when talking on this topic. Yeah, that's scripture. I don't understand. Did God or did God not say he's starting judgment in the house of God? Is that not scripture? Okay. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. This is a school. It's not church. That would be considered the house of God. Listen. Anyway, moving on. So, with that, y'all know what I was saying. We're living in the end times. I hope you guys are ready. Have your cameras out. So when they say that these 2 men have appeared from somewhere and they're Enoch and Elijah and the world is going crazy over them, I feel like I can make it. The storm is over now. No more cloudy days. We're all going. No, listen here. All jokes aside, family, y'all better get ready. Listen, y'all better get ready because the Lord is going to put all your business out for the masses to see. So if you don't want me to know about it, and if you don't want your kids and your husband to know that you still be thinking about your ex-husband and your ex-boyfriend and your ex-girlfriend, you better quit doing it now. The Bible says renew your mind every day. Because they going to know. They gonna know. Let me open these gifts and get off here. They gonna know. I hope I lose capacity to be upset during that time. You said the church people been doing this and then want you to come and ask for forgiveness. Doing what? Oh, Auntie, thank you. Thank you, Auntie. We're going to need these. Cool, Auntie. Thank you. I'm out in the hallway, literally. Wait a minute. You doing what? I'm out in the hallway listening. I can't take class directly today. Ooh. You bought yours last week. Y'all got these already for our wood burning ovens? You just light them on fire. Right on, no, Auntie. Thank you. For our little wood burning stoves, we gonna have to have some fire starters and stuff. Hey, Titi baby. You got everybody got some of these already? See, that's what I be talking about. Y'all just be getting stuff and don't even be saying nothing. Oh yeah. My daughter's friend gave her a whole bag and he's in the military because they know what's going on. We ready. We ready. Yes, Tiff, because I got a lot. Thank you, Auntie. She sent me 5 boxes. AJ Walker. This was my first day and I learned so much. Oh, please come back, Miss Jones. We got 900 classes, over 900 classes on YouTube, and they all like this. We had a good time, honey. CERCA TROVA 22.com. I mean, CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube. Just go under the live tab, and we got over 900 classes. And honey, yes, we had a good time. We laugh and cry, and some days you're gonna not want to come back, and you'll find yourself back here like that man. Just don't start talking crazy, please. That man said, "You don't remember you blocked me before?" No, I don't. Actually, this came from Haywood, California, to Miss CERCA TROVA. What we got in here? It's all sparkly. I like sparkly stuff. This has got to go in my Sealy box. Well, I'll wait and open that. Thank you, Miss AJ Walker. Let's see what we got in here. It's a present. It's a sparkly present. Let me make sure. Oh, wait a minute. Dark roast coffee. Okay. Oh, and I got me a little coffee grinder too. Okay, pure from Central America. Cause I ain't a basic. I got me some coffee from Central America. So look at that. Life Boost. Non-GMO, pure, low acid. That's the very point of being black. Mari, you said it. People's is crazy though. I tell you they is. Thank you. Now look here. This is a sparkly. Y'all see it? I like this paper now. Y'all know that. Y'all know me so well. Look at see. These sparkle are my favorite. I like sparkly stuff. All right, let's see. It's kind of, what's in here? Every time I go to open a present, I hear my mama voice. That's so good. Don't tear that paper up, girl. Because I'm going to fold my paper and put it back up for next year. Take it apart. Don't rip that paper. So I can open presents pretty darn good without messing up the wrapping paper. Train up a child in the way that they should go, and it'll never depart. Because every time I open a gift, I hear my mama saying that. Do not rip that paper. Crazy. I promise you, every time I go to open a present that's wrapped, I hear her say, don't mess up my paper. Because she was going to reuse it next Christmas. I promise you, better not rip no paper. It was going to be a problem. And so I don't. Look at that. And did. And got it. And did. Okay, there's one. Listen here. Boy, I can hear my mom in my mind. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's so crazy how they can just, they do that to you. But my daughters say that, Mom, I heard your voice. And now I know what that means. Yeah, you better not mess up that paper, baby. You better not do it. That's crazy. And I'm 44 years old. And it still be in my mind, her voice. And I ain't seen that lady in years. Not in person. And I didn't do too bad with this one either. It can still be wrapped around another present. You been driving during the whole class, Auntie? What's in here? What is this? What is this? And do? Oh, shoot! It's a box I like to see. Come on in. And did. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's a hashtag box. Pastor J's, not judgment. It said Pastor J's, not judgment, honey. I love it. We was just talking about this woman. You see it? I relate. You see it? It is. And it got a lock on it. What you done said. And it's green. That's nice. And you open it. Bet. This dope. Literally. Oh, shoot. Well, what you done said then? And it's got the little spots and stuff. Queen. I won't be putting them stickers on it though, but that green is my favorite color too. That's all you say. Thank you. It's nice. And you got a little tray and stuff, and all my stuff in there. And it locks. Oh, it is pretty. Honey, right. She is taking it, honey, and is. Listen, got all my little stuff in there, my little jars and some little glass jars. And, let me see. That's nice. That green is stupid. Ain't it, Auntie? I'm about to go transfer my stuff right now. What do you mean? It is. This real nice. Ooh. You see it? It's a keepsake box. It's a keepsake box. Thank you. Yes, baby. That's real nice. Look at it. Get my little. Yep. It is. Come on, go. Did I not put you on right? Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. Don't let me just think I done broke it already now. Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, that's real nice. You see it? You said, man, I just stopped 3 days ago. Now I want one. Now, why in the hell would I donate this box to anybody? I'm donating it to my bathroom. It just got donated to me. No, I'm going to be donating this. They got them on Amazon. I don't know if they got this one, but they got them on Amazon. The green box. I will not be donating this. Absolutely not. That's about to get put to use this evening. Thank you so much. That goes along with my wake and bake mug. And it's green too. My mornings are going to be filled with joy. You said what? I got to wake and bake mug as well to match it. Oh, shoot. Crikey. Listen here. Oh. What sorority is on my shirt? WOIU. We Outside International University. Our sorority. We ain't got no sorority. This is our logo here. We Outside International University. Yes, I'm having a lot of joy and laughter in the mornings, hon. Yes. Thank you. That's a surprise I wasn't expecting. Right on, family. So I'm about to go. We inside. We not inside. We is outside, honey. What is we inside of? This community, that's it. Because the rest of it, we outside, babe. I don't even want to be inside. Then you hear God is going into church first, so we going to be outside. We outside for a number of reasons. God is hitting the church first, so we going to sit outside and wait for them to get their whooping. And then we outside because they'll be out in a little bit. Yeah. We outside for a number of reasons. I just want y'all to know I be joking. I understand that judgment is going to come in the order that it's going to come in. Yeah. We no, we outside. Because we outside and is. Okay, let me ask you, Miss Moore. Miss Moore says she learned more outside. Who learned more outside than you did inside? Listen. Thank you. And put that box to use. And yes, Tandra, as soon as I get off of here, I'm about to go switch everything up. I felt like I learned more outside than inside too. Yes, you're gonna be judged for things you repented for, but there is stuff. Okay, so look, who's new here? I'm gonna show y'all something. Raise your hand if you new. I love it here too, Pumpkin. If you knew, okay. So I need you to go to a website called Sacred Text. Gave me a fighting chance for judgment. And did, because now we know what we need to not be doing. So if you're new here, I need you to go to SACRED text.com, sacredtext.com. I'm going to show you something. So when you look it up, it should look like this. Right? You'll see that, sacredtext.com. And you're going to go to the Apocrypha right there. The third one down, you'll just click that. See it? So go there and I'm going to show you something. If you click that, this is going to take you to a lot of the lost books that are not in your Bible. You're going to see this lady with the baby. I told someone insurance because telling her about the lost books and she was happy. Come on, girl, God, listen. I keep telling you, my daddy pay you to teach, he pay you to study. It's a win-win with him. Let everyone know how to find you if your TikTok ends. I just told you we have YouTube and Instagram. It's in my bio. We have a website too, CERCATROVA22.com. We can go live there too. You gotta go seek it and find it. Don't just come looking for me over here. You got to seek and find me in other places. But that's why I say go to YouTube. What do I think about the Emerald Tablets? I read them, but I don't read them called the Emerald Tablets. They're the Shepherd of Hermes. Same book. Thank you. I've been over. Oh, thank you. So look. Okay, so here we go. So look at these books. These are not in there, but I want to show you. If you click on this first book of Adam and Eve, which your regular Bible does not have, you see these books? None of these books are in your Bible. And then if you click this book right here, none of these is in your Bible either. And this is where you can read the infancy. See that? The first gospel of the infancy of Jesus Christ? You see that? Your Bible don't tell you nothing that happened when Jesus, after he was born, and then he was 11, and then he was grown. But if you want to know a lot of what happened in his first 11 years, it's in those two books. The Gospel of the Birth of Mary. She was a miracle as well. And there's all these other books that are not in your Bible. You see that? The Gospel of Nicodemus. This is about when Jesus went to hell. It's a very good story. So, I mean, if you want to know more, there's more to know, you know? See? First gospel of the infancy of Jesus Christ. You see it over there. But if you go back and go to the first book of Adam and Eve, the Shepherd of Hermes is the Emerald Tablets. They're the same thing, just under a different name. Thank you so much. So if you go to the first chapter of the book of Adam and Eve, chapter 1, right? It talks about forgiveness, and it talks about that God already knew we were going to sin. He already knew. So I'm going to just read this first part. Excuse me. He already knew. He already knew. So it says, on the third day, God planted the garden in the east of the earth, on the border of the word eastward, beyond which toward the sun rising, one finds nothing but water, that encompasses the whole world and reaches unto the borders of heaven. And to the north of the garden there is a sea of water, clear and pure to the taste, like unto nothing else, so that through the clearness thereof one may look into the depths of the earth. And when a man washes himself in it, becomes clean of the cleanness thereof, and white of the whiteness of its whiteness, even if he were dark. And that means your soul, not your skin. And God created the sea, that sea of his own good pleasure, for he knew what would come of the man he should make, so that after he had left the garden, on account of his transgression, men should be born in the earth, and from among whom righteous ones should die, whose souls God would raise at the last day, when they should return to their flesh, should bathe in the water of that sea, and all of them repent of their sins. So he made the Sea of Ashurian, the same name that you send your phone into to get your refurbished phone, your renewed phone. They stole that name from the Sea of Forgetfulness. That's actually the Sea of Forgetfulness that God is going to throw all of our whatever in if he does that and we get to wash and get a new robe. That's the name of that lake where you get your renewed body. Just like Ashurian, you send that in and you get your renewed or your refurbished phone. Same name, they just spell it a little different. So God already knew what you was going to do. And he made the Sea of Forgetfulness before he made us. Isn't that great? He already knew. That's why he said, I made an escape for you. You don't have to sin. I made a way for you to get out of it. But you choose it. You're led away by your own lust. Is what he says. So there's that. I'm about to go. I love y'all. Thank you. So hopefully you learned something today. I hope every day y'all come here, y'all learn something. Even if you already heard it before and you learn it again. I love y'all too. The book of Adam and Eve is a very good read, y'all. Help you understand a lot. Like if you have kids that are struggling and feeling like they're not good enough, have them read that. They struggling with unaliving themselves and cutting and things like that. Let them read Adam and Eve because it shows them that the first people kept messing up too and they wasn't perfect. Because church try to make you feel like if you're not perfect, I'm leaving already. I've been on here 2 hours and 8 minutes. We did this our 4th class. I think we did today. We didn't did at least 3, and they all be like 2 hours. You're welcome. But definitely, if you have even your spouse, if they struggling with not making the right decisions, that's a good book to read because then you get to realize how much the first people messed up, and it ain't this church perfect mess that people be trying to sell you. It's something completely different from that. I love y'all too. Definitely read it. And read it to your kids, especially teenagers and stuff. They need to understand that ain't nobody perfect, even though y'all be trying to make them think y'all is. I didn't do that, but you did other stuff. On sacred text. Yeah, I think it's a good story. Read it to your mom and daddy too. I did have them in shifts. I did one early, then I got back on, then I got back on. I think this is my 3rd. It's either my 3rd or my 4th. Because you know they sacrificing them things. I don't know. We gotta really get ready, y'all. That's crazy. To those that are new, you can go to CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube, and we have over 900 classes over there. So if you missed us, I say this, and I don't normally tell people to do this, but I say subscribe to the YouTube or at least make it where you get notifications. So if TikTok doesn't alarm you or alert you that we're on, I'm always recording on YouTube at the same time. So I tell people, just in case TikTok got me SB, shadow banned, or whatever, you subscribe or whatever. I don't know what y'all do, how y'all get just the notifications or however that works. But that way you'll always know when I'm on. Because we go on simultaneously, always at YouTube and TikTok. And then if we get blocked over here, then I go to Instagram. Yeah, they sacrificing the red heifers in the next 2 days. That's why we need to be getting our stuff together. Before the 29th. Right. Me too. Yeah, cute. I just found out today too. Somebody told me today, and it's true. That's why they move Easter up and everything. They about to cleanse the stuff and pour that blood. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I said, yeah, it's about to storm. Yeah, yeah, Ash. I told you I called my brother today. He said, what? Sacrifice on the mount. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's moving quicker than we thought, y'all. Well, not really. Technically, it's on time because we knew they was over there 2 years ago and they had to sacrifice them before they was 3 years, and they got there 2 years ago and they was already some months or something. They was kind of big, so yeah, yeah. And it's been over 2,000 years since that happened. So it's happening. Oh my God! I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to really be cool, but for real, this scary. That means all the other stuff about to start happening too. Cold red, baby girl. You said it. All these fake Christians, baby, they been thinking these pastors is gonna save them money. Cause why ain't none of these pastors talking about it? How many of y'all pastors said something to y'all about it? Which is why God said the church been rocked to sleep. We on TikTok and we finding out. But half of them don't even know that the red heifers got over there 2 years ago. That's why they ain't telling y'all about the rapture or nothing. They ain't saying go get your food, go get nothing, because they don't even know what's happening because they've been rocked to sleep. I'm trying to tell you, I talked to a lot of ministers, and none of them knew that the Euphrates had dried up. None of them knew. They didn't know nothing. I'm like, what is y'all teaching in the church then? The ABC book? The church is supposed to be getting folks ready to meet Christ. How y'all didn't even know he already done pulled up. We waiting on Enoch and them to show up now. Literally. Which is spooky as hell because he been gone for like 6,000 years. Or 5,000 years. That dude been gone. Him and Elijah been gone for a long. You want some pinto beans, Elijah? You been in heaven. That's spooky that these dudes is about to come back. The two people that was took in the chariots of fire is on their way back soon. In the Holy Land. We are going to see the King. Right? Soon and very soon. Oh, we are going to see the King. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We're going to see the King. No more crying there. We are going. Come on. Y'all know it. Sing it. Because that's what's about to happen. Oh, Jesus. What do you even say to that? Cue the organ. Come on. Thomas lining up. You better believe it. Yes, listen. And everybody playing. That's why I was like, I don't care about these church people talking about going to church. Y'all don't even know the red heifers is there. Y'all don't even know that the Antichrist already been revealed 2 years ago. The Jews found their Messiah 2 years ago. And y'all talk about coming to church for what? Y'all don't even know what's going on. Now, did I know they was sacrificing them today? No, because I've been in my room reorganizing. But I did know they was over there 2 years ago. Because we taught a class about it, and then they got to talk about they found them. How is y'all leading us to the coming of Christ and y'all don't even know what's going on? But y'all want us to go to church. Y'all have no idea. Do y'all know how many of the Christians that I talk to, they have no idea about none of the stuff we talk about over here? So what is y'all teaching in church? bishop, archdiocesan bishop, don't know that the red heifers got over there 2 years ago, and we know that that's part of the tribulation. What is y'all teaching? Y'all ain't told these people to prepare for nothing because they ain't gonna be, well, y'all people probably gonna be able to go in the store. The folks over here ain't gonna be able to, they not gonna be welcome in the store. We ain't gonna be able to buy or sell. Y'all ain't told these people to get no nothing. World war, nuclear war is on the rise, and y'all still talking about whatever y'all talking about, nothing. And then want to come over here and tell me what I don't need to be doing. At least these people got food if it ain't no refrigeration. I did my Joseph thing over here. While it was plenty, we was prepping. And now it's about to be the 7 years, the 3.5 years of skinny folks. I just don't understand. What is y'all going to church for? Y'all don't even know what's going on at all. Like clueless, I'm trying to tell you. All the people I know that's been going to church, I'll be like, y'all, I don't watch the news. Oh, okay. Well, did God tell you that y'all got them big hats, they in the way, y'all can't see Jesus, he at the door. Call me crazy, call me whatever you want, but guess what? There's people all around the world that are looking for Jesus to come, and they have been shedding off their old life. They've been praying. They've been asking God to help them. They've been teaching their children. They have been teaching their families. They have been getting in God's face, asking him to show them who they are so that they can get rid of stuff. We ain't had to be in no church to do that. Ain't nobody hollering in their face telling them how horrible of a person they is, baby. They read and the tears come down because the Holy Ghost and God's word don't go out null and void. It's going to accomplish what it set out to do when it's done the right way. You said you've been here for 2 years. Come on. And I know your life has changed. Because my life didn't change. Even meeting y'all, my life has not changed. Has changed. Yeah. You can't sit under the word of God no matter where it's coming from and be the same. You can't. It ain't going to work. It didn't say sit up under the word in the house of God. It said when you hear the word, God's word go out and it don't come back void. Listen, that part, Erica. You've been here for 2 years also. Come on. That's what I'm saying. And you probably didn't read the Bible more than you really read it and understand it in your entire life. And I'm not putting churches down. I'm just, Circa, I know I changed your life. Y'all already know who said it. Get her. Petty. Circa, I already know I changed your life for the better. I already know. No, y'all already know who it is. Oh, Queen. Everybody know. Lord Jesus. She said, Circa, I already know I changed your life for the better. Get your cousin. Auntie, get your niece. Maury, get your sister, Maury. Hugh, come get her. I've been here 1 year and I don't recognize myself. Come on, because we changed it for the better. Come get her. Ash, come get your auntie. I don't know. What she see, I already know I changed your life for the better. I already know. Petty, get her. God, this is when I tell y'all my baby acts exactly like Queen. So if I get out here and I call my daughter, she'll say the exact thing she just said, like, oh yeah, Mom, I know I make your life better. Aren't I great? I know I'm your favorite. Like, you would never know. We never met in person. You would never know that. I've been here since November. I'm still leaning, but I've learned so much. Oh, you're still learning? Yeah, we continually learning. You said it's been 2 years, and honestly, everything you said has come to pass, Tony. I got a superpower. It's called I talk to my dad and he talks back. And I only ask the ugly questions. Most people only want to hear the nice stuff. Unlike CERCA, I've been called macabre and everything else, but guess what? I'd rather be macabre and know what the hell's going on than to be I was going to say pea footing around here and don't know what's going on. This is why the Bible said people's hearts is going to be given out with fear because their pastors been lying to them. Their pastors ain't been telling them the truth about what's coming, and now the things are happening, and they're so blinded because they've been taught not to listen to nothing but what their pastors say. And God said this: you're gonna listen to man's word over mine, or you're gonna lose out. We've been called a code and everything, right? And now everybody want to know what the co-leader is saying. What was that co-leader telling y'all to get? What did she say? Go get. Didn't you say she said the co-leader lady? What's her name? CERCA? CERCA. What's her name? The cult lady. The false prophet lady. The lady that God didn't call to be having the crop tops on, cussing folks out. Ain't no way God told her to tell us what was going on. The one that be having Jesus juice and meds in the back. You hear me? That one. You said I'm about to spend the rest of the night on your YouTube channel after just napping. Listen. If y'all only knew, I come from a long line of apostolic Pentecostal preachers and bishops and stuff like that. So, before I heard it from the world, I heard it from them. And now they're all asking for the same books too. And they want to know where to go get their generators from. And where they need to get their food from. And what they need to do. So, I'm not confused about what my dad tells me. Because some of y'all still go to church. Y'all know y'all pastors ain't saying nothing about getting ready. And you see the news telling people to prepare. And to get water. And to get food. And to get emergency supplies. But your pastor ain't. Make that make sense? Your pastor ain't telling you to get these things, but the state is. And you know they want you to do bad because they need you to be in this one world government. So that should alarm you. Because your pastor get up there and doing all that hollering and hooping. But what is he actually saying to you? If they say you got to take a mark right now in the next 6 months in order to go in the store and buy or sell, what are you going to do? You're going to try to use the excuse, well, I got to feed my kids because I ain't got nothing. Who's fault? I told y'all they going to be kicking down these pastors' doors and stuff in a minute. Excuse me, because the pastor is the one that's supposed to tell you to get your stuff ready. Because the Bible said you ain't going to be able to buy or sell unless you got the mark. So if you don't intend on taking the mark of the beast, you're not going to be allowed in the store. So don't you think, as a pastor, not knowing what time God is going to come, that you will be getting your people ready so that way they don't have to take the mark? Or do you want them to take it? Because the only way to buy or sell, which means run your business or go in the store and buy anything or online or anything, is you're going to have this code. And if you take that mark, then there's no way you can go to heaven. So why are the pastors not preparing their people just in case? If nothing else. I'm just saying, T. So do you want them to take the mark or not? If the pastor ain't telling nobody to get ready, so that then that's why I said that they was gonna choose their stomachs over God, and they gonna take that mark because they hungry. Well, at least we are gonna be able to hold out for a while. I'm cold. I'm hungry. Okay, well you could have did something about that because God told you this was coming. Why you didn't start prepping? Some pastors are worried about losing money and members. Yeah, well, they're gonna be worried about losing their life once people figure out that they didn't tell them the truth. Because you can't go to your pastor's house and eat or get no heat. They don't even let y'all over there now. Chanel, I have 2 videos on YouTube called Survival and Survival 2.0. I go through pretty much everything I think you need. And of course, your family might need different, but it's the most basic things like your water filtration, dehydrated food like this. So you and your family, because you ain't just going to be able to cook outside. It's going to be food scarcity. So you want to have something in your house, right? This is dehydrated fruit. You can throw a little bit of those. And guess, you see how long it is on the shelf? Up to 30-year shelf life. Just add water. This is something better than nothing. Okay? There's freeze-dried meat. How long is it good for? Up to 30 years on the shelf. So if they hit our grid, okay? If they hit our grid, and I mean, you got to think about it. If your stove is electric, how do you cook? How do you heat water if your water tank is all electric? How do you get water? How do you heat water? How do you heat your food? Because most stoves now, most ranges and stuff is electric. A lot of them is gas, but most are electric. So if they hit the power grid, how you gonna cook? Why are you doing this? I do not let people in my live. Please and thank you. Don't do that. I don't let people in my live, y'all. It's pointless. I promise you. I don't do that. CERCA, I work in healthcare and they just tried to make me scan my hand for a patient. A coworker just said she's glad she will be raptured before any of this happens. I told her read Revelations 13 again. I hope send it to her in the easy read version. They be reading all them these and thous and don't be getting it, baby. I believe it. Somebody just said that they bank just switched to they tell us just somebody's bank today last night switched to the hand scanner on their ATM. Last night she just came here and said it in one of our classes today that last night whatever bank she goes through, they switched all of their ATMs to the hand scan kind. Like in that video I showed y'all back when everybody was let me go get my phone, was calling me crazy. Calling me crazy. When I said we posted it. Where are you?
Your ATMs here at UVA Credit Union, Gargantua, Charleston, Virginia.
Hold on, in Charleston, Virginia.
Your ATMs here at UVA Credit Union, Gargantua, Charleston, Virginia. Looks like they're made by Hillsong with a thing that looks kind of like the buildings there in Wuhan, China. This looks like a bar to possibly scan your license plate or your vehicle. Down here we have ID card scan, I assume, for vaccination cards. Over here we have a palm vein scan, which looks like possible microchips. And so what they're for vaccination cards. Over here we have a palm vein scan, which looks like possible microchips. And so what they're going to do is they're going to require some vaccination cards. Over here we have a palm vein scan, which looks like possible microchips. And so what they're going to do is they're going to require mandatory
And that was a couple years ago. Y'all saw that hand on there with the thing in the middle? You said the Bible ain't coming to pass. Well, why is that on University of Virginia Community Credit Union then if it ain't real? The Bible said you're going to have to pay with your hand or your forehead. And if you're sitting in your car, it's a camera pointed at your forehead anytime you go to the bank. When you get ready to go into the grocery store, there's a sensor there that opens. It's pointed at your forehead. You mean the doors ain't even going to open for you if one of those shifts don't read? Yes, even Walgreens, the ones in Walgreens are being changed. I started using Affirm to purchase more expensive items. Yeah. I don't know if it was just Florida. Yeah. So you said you ain't gonna have to pay with your hands. Lies. They getting y'all ready with the Amazon One. I work at Kohl's and they scan your face when you come in now. Can't scan your face without scanning your forehead. My daddy don't lie. My daddy don't lie. He don't lie. He don't lie. He don't lie. He don't lie. I told y'all I ain't gonna be able to go in the store. So I'm gonna take my money and buy the things that I would normally have to go in the store and buy right now because I'm not gonna be able to go in the store because I'm not taking the mark. Mm-hmm. You will not be able to buy or sell. So stacking up no money ain't gonna be the thing. Buying, going now, y'all see why I said please go to the food banks if they approve you. Get as much food as you can because if you don't plan on taking a mark, you might not even be able to have electricity because that will be a part of the global society. You get that if you are part of the global, because how you gonna pay your bill? They're not accepting cash. It's gonna be a cashless society, and you're gonna have to pay with your hands. So that's why we got stuff like these and solar panels, right? While there is sun, we got rechargeable light bulbs, we got solar ovens, we got wood burning stoves, and we got propane. If you go on my uh, Amazon list here in my bio, it's a lot of it in there in the disaster prepare. It's either disaster preparedness or survival stuff. One of the two. There's foods in there, but it's August and Farms that take food stamps. But it's a lot of different companies. But August and Farms, they take food stamps. You're welcome. They take food stamps. And you got to think, we're not going to be eating like we eat now. Food is scarce once or twice a day. Big pot meals, rice and some bread and a little bit of something. It's not going to be, I mean, because if you have no power, what of your electrical devices can you use if you don't have no power? I'm 61 and been knowing about it for all my life, and I've been seeing it coming up. You're not going to be able to pay for rent. That's why we got tents. We really do got tents. We got tents. We got portable toilets, portable showers. We understand that at some point in time, this is not going to be a reality right here. At first, it's going to be like it was with the pandemic. You don't have to. It's up to you. And then after that, it's going to be a different life. So we got hammocks and sleeping bags and whatever we can get. So where we can get out somewhere and be somewhere, just be out there. Yeah. They making it illegal to be homeless, but I ain't homeless if I'm in the woods. It's been illegal to be homeless for over 10, 20 years in a lot of states already. Yeah, and this is why we have small wood burning stoves. Yeah, probably. Yeah, for a little while. I mean, I can't say exactly how everything is going to go, but I mean, it's best that you plan to have to live outside just in case it gets to a point where that is a thing. Do you have, yeah, 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 but yeah, listen, I'm not talking about that, Mama V. I'm not even talking about, I'm not, I'm not going to talk about it. Because there's certain stuff that's not going to apply to us. Your faith. I don't know if he was here for class earlier today, but your faith is going to, yeah, yeah. Mm-mm. Oh, okay. I'm just saying, I don't, come on now. God is going, we listening. Joseph made it because he listened. You hear me? So get your stuff. I mean, because this is when you're making the decision on whether you're going to be a part of the global community and live well for just a little while, or if you're going to go ahead and suffer so that you can really see the pearly gates. I mean, this is the time that you're choosing that. So I already made my decision. I already know I'm going to be unalive for what I believe in. It ain't no question. I already understand that. I already know I'm not gonna be able to go in the store and buy nothing. That's why I got my washable pads and a portable shower and all the things that I got because I already know I'm not gonna have access to those things. So the most valuable asset you will have is your ability to hear him right when he telling you get up and move. All these fake Christians, honey, we about to see because they sure ain't listening now, which is scary. They know so much about God, but they can't hear him talking. Yeah. So, but you don't have to suffer all the way. You don't have to just Google it. It's scriptures. I can't tell you exactly where the scriptures are, to be honest with you. I know they're in like the beginning of the book, like Judges or something. But you can Google it where exactly it is. Numbers is somewhere. Numbers 19, numbers something. I don't know. I know you really love us some tea. Gotta be taken. And still on the phone 30 minutes later. I know I'm about to go Justice right now. You already do. And that's why my days be, and then y'all be wondering why I ain't been getting on early, because sometimes now I don't be going to bed till 12 o'clock, because I be trying to go to sleep. Messing with y'all. So, I love y'all, and I hope you guys are preparing. You know what I mean? Because don't forget that we're under the threat of nuclear war, too. So, if they hit anywhere in America, it's a lot of stuff that's going to change very drastically. It could be martial law where you just can't leave and go to the grocery store. So, you don't want to be caught like it was during the pandemic with nothing. Do you hear me? The pandemic came. If you wasn't ready for the pandemic and you was having to stand in lines, you need to be prepping now. If you wasn't prepared for the pandemic, let that be a learning lesson to you to stop wasting money on stupid stuff trying to impress people that you ain't even gonna see, just like during COVID. You didn't see nobody. Unless it was video chat, you wasn't seeing them. So stop spending your money to impress people that you're not even gonna see, and make sure that you and your family have what they need on the inside of your home if you cannot leave your house for 6 months. Because it's not going to be out on food stamps this time. It's not going to be on unemployment, because none of those things are here. The financial crisis is here. So then, what should you get? I have 2 videos on YouTube. Survival and Survival 2.0. You can go through there. I go through the food, the emergency stuff, everything that I feel like you need. Right, no more PPP loans and all of that stuff. So it's gonna be whatever you already got. So while money is available and it's valuable, you need to use it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so to the new people, it's CERCA TROVA. Same thing, CERCA TROVA 22. Same thing, CERCA TROVA 22. Yep. If you put in CERCA 22, it'll come up. But this is the thing. For the people that have been here for a while, and to my newbies, not trying to be funny or nothing, but I kept telling them, I said, listen, go on and get your stuff. Don't waste money. Everybody going to be going. A lot of people didn't even buy their kids Christmas stuff, or a lot of Christmas stuff. They didn't do big birthdays. They didn't go on family trips because they were taking their money and stacking their stuff up. A lot of people had planned vacations. They got their money back, cruises and all kind of stuff. And they went and bought solar generators. And instead of buying $4,000 bags trying to impress people and Balmain, this and that and all of that, they was getting their stuff together, getting stuff in their house. Because you got to think, if they cut the TV and the internet, what do you have to keep you and your kids preoccupied? If you can't watch no TV, if there's no internet and you can't stream any social media, most of our TV comes through streaming services, Netflix and stuff like that. So then how do you keep your kids? Oh, Amazon. I got this off of Amazon, y'all. It ain't nothing but a do-rag with a braid on it. That's what it is. Your books and everything, right?
But I'm saying to the newbies, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have, most people, if it ain't TV or on a device, they don't have nothing in their house to keep them occupied. And that's why a lot of people gonna have cabin fever, because it ain't no games in their house. People really don't buy books no more, because people really don't read, and if they do, it's on a tablet or an iPad. So if there's no electricity, what are you gonna do? So I love y'all. I'm about to go. I love y'all.